Welcome to the Joy Work Show, the podcast that goes beyond the surface of business right to the heart, to explore the real joy and the stories behind success, not just the moments of celebration, but the challenges that pave the way for them. Hiya, I am Diane, and on this podcast we know that joy isn't about just the good times. Often the greatest joy comes right after the greatest challenge. And today you have a solo episode with me. And if you've ever felt like you're doing all the things in your business, but still not moving forward, this is the episode for you. If you feel like you're constantly reacting instead of acting with intention, this episode is for you. And if you're tired of feeling stuck in a cycle of busy work that doesn't lead to results, this episode is definitely for you. And today I'm going to talk all about business strategy. Now, before you roll your eyes and think strategy sounds corporate and complicated and boring and forms and just more on my to-do list, stick with me. Because without a solid strategy, you're just basically running around in circles. Here is the thing. Too many business owners get caught in, what should I call it, politely, an endless action loop. They're busy checking off tasks, putting out fires, answering emails, looking at DMs, doom scrolling, but they're not actually moving the needle in their business. Have you ever felt like that? I know that I have. There was a time when I thought working harder was the answer. I used to think the harder and harder and harder I worked, it was the only way for success. It was the only way to get results. And I carried this with me when I launched my business. But what I now know is what I really needed was a clear strategy to guide my energy, my time, and my focus on the right things and move that all important needle. It wasn't about working harder. It was about working smarter and ultimately knowing what I was working towards. So today I'm breaking down why having a business strategy is far from boring and is the difference between spinning your wheels and actually getting to where you want to go. I'm going to cover why strategy isn't just for big corporations, it's for you, whether you're a solopreneur, coach, creative, product business owner, small business, however you identify in the business world, you need a business strategy. I'm going to talk about the 3 biggest mistakes business owners make when it comes to their own strategy and how to start thinking strategically today. You can do something today that gets your strategy going. And at the end, I'll share a powerful way you can take action right now with my 21-day strategy sprint, which will help you create a clear, focused plan for your business without the overwhelm. But before that, let's get into it. Okay, let's start with a simple question. What is strategy? You'll hear it a lot. Content strategy, social media strategy, marketing strategy, sales strategy. I think I need to stop saying strategy. It's going to turn into a nonsense word. But a lot of people think strategy is a big, complicated business plan. And it's not. And it's not just goal setting. And the reason you hear strategy so often for lots of different facets of business is because strategy is just a fancy way of saying making intentional decisions about where your business is going and how you're going to get there. It's the what and the how of everything that you do. It's about focus, deciding what to do, but more importantly, deciding what not to do. Because let's be honest, there are endless things we could do in our business. There are endless things that we think we should be doing in our business. But without a strategy, you end up spreading yourself too thin, saying yes to everything, and wonder why you're constantly exhausted and not seeing the results that you want. When you have a strategy, you know what your priorities are, where to focus your time and energy, and what's actually moving the needle in your business, what's actually getting you the results that you want to get. And that's when things start to click. That's when things start to feel a little, dare I say it, easier. Not easy. Business is hard. Pick your hard. But it can feel easier. You will be proactive and in control, not reactive. And let's face it, reactive businesses do not last long. Now let's talk about the 3 biggest strategy mistakes I see business owners make. And I may have made a few of them myself so that you can avoid them. Mistake number 1, thinking strategy is just a one-time thing. Strategy is never one and done. A lot of people think, well, I wrote a business plan, so I'm good. Well, how long ago did you write that business plan? It's a big fat nope. Strategy isn't something you do once and forget about. It's a living, breathing part of your business. Your business evolves, your audience evolves, you as a business owner evolve. Your strategy needs to evolve too. That's why regularly reviewing your strategy, whether it's quarterly, monthly, or even weekly, is key. But if you're thinking, but my business changes so much, why should I put a strategy in place anyway? If you're telling me that I need to keep doing it, why should I do it anyway? And I totally get that. Business is completely unpredictable. The joy is the opportunities as well as lessons are unpredictable. So there may be an opportunity that comes along that changes your strategy. It's not just all the doom and gloom, but strategy isn't about predicting the future. It's about preparing for it. It's about being ready to learn from those lessons and take the opportunities when those arise. And without a plan, you're just hoping for the best. And hope is not a strategy. Action step. When's the last time you reviewed your business strategy? If it's been more than 3 months, alarm bells need to start ringing. Block out time this week to reflect on what's working and what's not. Mistake number 2, confusing tactics with strategy. Now first, people don't like the word tactic, but it's a tactic to use in your business. If something is something that you can do, if it's something that you can try, then it's a tactic to use in your business. And tactic shouldn't be icky or have any negative connotations. It is just a thing to try. It is a resource to try within your business. But anyway, you shouldn't be confusing tactics with strategy. And I see it all of the time. People are jumping from tactic to tactic, hoping one will be the magic bullet. And that's probably where the negative connotation comes from, because they believe they're putting proper strategy into their business when not. They're just doing one small tactic and hoping that that changes their business overnight. Something like, maybe I just need to post more on Instagram. Maybe I should send more emails. Maybe I should launch a new offer. Maybe if I stand on my head and count to 10, I'll have 25 new clients overnight. But tactics without a strategy is just noise. Strategy is the bigger picture. It answers, why are you using this tactic? How does it fit into your overall goal? What do you want it to do for your business? And is it actually leading to sales and growth? So it's not about not using tactics. It's about knowing what you want them to do for you. An action step. Look at one thing you're doing in your business this week and ask yourself, how does this connect to my bigger strategy? Instead of asking, what should I do? Start asking, what am I trying to achieve? And what's the best way to get there? If you don't know, it's time to rethink it. Mistake number 3, not making decisions based on data. Data is my one true business love. Gut feelings are great, and I truly believe in listening to your gut and instinct. But there are so many times in business when data is your best friend. If you're making decisions based on what feels right, instead of looking at what's actually working, you might be throwing time and money at the wrong things. Gut and instinct are good for some decisions based in your business. Data is what to trust to know if you're doing the right things. So, do you know where the best leads are coming from? Do you know where your leads are coming from? Do you know what content is actually driving sales? Do you know what's getting the best engagement? an action step. Pick one key metric this week. Maybe it's sales engagement, email sign-ups, downloads, website visits, and track it. Use that data to guide your next move. So now you know what not to do. How do you actually start thinking strategically? Here's a simple way to approach it. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Where do I want my business to be in 6 months? Or 12 months if it's your fancy. But be specific. More sales, more visibility, a new offer launched, revenue, impact, lifestyle. What does success look like for you? What are the 3 to 5 key actions that will get you there? This is where focus comes in. Don't try to do everything at once. Have one big focus for your time frame and then take 3 to 5 actions that you can do repeatedly to get you there. And then what do you need to stop doing? Because let's be honest, we're all doing things that aren't serving us. Maybe it's saying yes to low-paying clients, wasting time on social media without a plan, or trying to do everything yourself. Business is not meant to be done alone. But what's working right now and what's not? Look at the data, and are your current efforts moving you towards your goal, or are they just keeping you busy? Action step. Write down your answers to the 3 questions, and as I repeat, I will let you know, where do I want my business to be in the next 6 months? What are the 3 to 5 key actions that will help me get there? And what do I need to stop doing? That is the start of your strategy. Now let's really simplify it. Let's say your goal is to increase revenue by 30% this year. Instead of trying 50 different things, throwing as much spaghetti at the wall as you can, you might decide that upselling to existing clients is your best strategy to try first. So now everything you do is geared towards that strategy and that goal. All right, let's wrap this up with my biggest takeaways from today's episode, because there is a lot to think about. It's definitely one for you to go back and repeat and listen to and take out the bits that you need today. Strategy isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process. Strategy is the why and the how behind your business growth, not just goals or tactics. Tactics without strategy are just noise. Always connect them to your bigger goal. The 3 biggest mistakes are random tactics without strategy, trying to serve everyone, and avoiding planning. Data matters. Track what's working so you can make smarter decisions. The key to thinking strategically is focusing on your 6-month vision, assessing what's working, and choosing one big focus for the next 9. So now you know why strategy is crucial. But I know that actually sitting down and creating one can feel overwhelming. And that's exactly why I created the 21-day strategy sprint that has already been completed in the Joywork Members Club. It's a step-by-step process to help you build a clear, effective business strategy in just 21 days. So if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and actually build a business with clarity and confidence, for just £21, you'll get daily prompts to help you create a clear, simple business strategy, actionable tasks that take 15 to 30 minutes a day, and a framework to make strategic decisions without the overwhelm. Go from scattered to strategic, but with fun and creativity. It's not just all your traditional business strategy in there, because as solopreneurs, we have to think a little bit differently. As small business owners, we have to think a little bit differently to how you would think in a traditional sense. You can click the link in the show notes to get it now for just £21. But before you go, let me know, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to strategy? Drop a comment in the notes. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop a comment there, or DM me on Instagram at Diane Taylor Parker. And as always, if you're enjoying the podcast and enjoyed this episode, please follow, like, and share. It really helps others find the Joy Work Show and allow me to keep coming back and doing this and bringing you amazing guests. Maybe there is somebody that needs a wee bit joy in their work. Until next time, keep doing the joy work, and I'll see you later in the week for one of our wonderful guests. Bye-bye.